Good afternoon, everybody. How's everyone today? It's going to be a jam-packed Q&A today, isn't it, Louise?
Yes.
Oh, hang on. Have you dropped your seat down there,
No,
Louise?
I don't think so.
Yep. That's better. You all right there?
Yeah, I think it's that screen that's a little bit wonky.
The screen is...
It's okay, as long as I'm not wonky.
You're not
any
wonky.
wonkier than I usually am.
There we go. We're all right.
Okay,
We're
good.
It is annoying when you're looking at something and it's not quite right, isn't it? Good. How's everyone today? Let's get my drink out of the way. Let's put my phone away. If I put that by there, because I know what's going to go off. That's going to go off and I'll snooze that. Good. Excellent. Everyone's on, all loud and clear. Thank you, Jill. Thank you all so much. Yeah, we've got a few things to talk about, haven't we?
Yes.
We have. We were away on the weekend. Excuse me. We went up to Cheshire. We went up to Beeston,
Tarporley.
which is just outside Tarporley. And we went to see Helen Hilton. Now, around about 50 years ago, John Hilton and his twin started up a company called Hilton Brothers, and then Manchester Minerals. So Manchester Minerals was the retail side of the business, and Hilton Brothers was more the wholesale side, and they sold jewellery tools and gemstones and lapidary equipment. And I think Helen joined then about 20 years later, and John and Helen then got married. I'm not going to go into the whole life story. But they then retired, didn't they, about 2 years ago? 3 years ago. 3 years.
When did we? I don't. Yeah.
It was about 3 years ago, wasn't it?
Sometime, yes, in the past.
3 years. Sometime in the past. John and Helen decided to retire, and
This is waffle now. Get to the point.
this is waffle. I'm just building everybody up. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Claire's, yes, fond memories of the walk to Beeston Castle.
I didn't know there was a castle.
Now we know.
Fab.
So, yes, we went up there, and Helen is running lapidary classes. Now, she was doing classes many years ago, but then they stopped, and now she has started her lapidary classes, and she has started like a beginners. And do you know what? We're beginners. So we went up to Beeston over the weekend. We went up on Friday, stayed in the McDonald's Portal Golf Club and Spa. We stayed there a couple of nights. Oh, it was all right, wasn't it? And on the Saturday, we spent all day with Helen and John, and we did some cabin.
We had the most.
What did you think?
Amazing time. Well, I've done little bits of. Well, I've got a jewel tool, as lots of you know, and I've had a little go, but I didn't really know what I was doing. So I kind of had an inkling of what to do, but now I know exactly what to do. So that's the amazing thing. But even if you don't have any clue what you're doing at all, you can still go there and you will come away with some beautiful stones that you can use or just look at. So you'll cut some stones and then you'll go away probably like me, just wanting to do it all the time.
Just wanting to invest in equipment.
Let's not go back into investing now, Andrew, because you might get
yes,
frothy again. So yes, that's it really. And we just had the most amazing day. Had fun, learnt loads, and it was great. Recommend it to absolutely everybody.
It was 10 till 4. We overran slightly, but that was fine.
Probably Andrew talking.
It wasn't me. It was John.
It was you.
And we did loads of film.
I think nobody would have any trouble believing it was you. Do you really?
I got confused. We did lots of filming. Haven't had a chance to do any of the editing or put reels together or anything like that just yet. I've just been taking photographs of our
Helen put a
stones.
wonderful reel on this morning, actually. Did you see it?
Yes, can't wait to see what the view from my meta glasses is going to be.
She said she's never seen us so quiet.
She did.
There's lots of lovely footage of us concentrating really hard and doing our stones. Yeah, it was just brilliant.
It was. It was very, very good. You start the day with the rough. You choose the rough. You mark the rough. You cut the rough, you grind it, you can use the Cab King or the horizontal lap, and it was just a really, really great day learning all about the characteristics of the stones and how to cut it and everything else. And it was really, really good. We did enjoy it. I would happily go back up again to do the same course again.
Well, perhaps you better. Oh, I thought I was going to say that because there is going to be another course.
In advance.
I think you need to practice in the meantime.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't.
I think I'm going to turn the schedule into a lapidary studio. That's how excited I am about it. Yeah.
And I think I would like to I've been through all the dual tool, all the grits. We've got all the grits needed for hard and soft stones. So we have all the grits available. So we can use the dual tool to some degree on making cabs. And I think that's what I'll have a bit of a play around with when I get 2 minutes. So let me just quickly show you our stones that we have got. You can't really see them because...
I can't believe what we did, actually. I can't believe. I'm so pleased with mine.
So these are the 4 stones that we did. I am not going to tell you who did what. I just want you to guess. So we've got Mookite, Aventurine,
Yeah.
Blue Lace Agate, and I don't think she was too sure on this one, was she? Helen.
It's some kind of jasper, isn't it? Or
Jasper.
agate,
Yeah. So
I think.
basically, I want you just to put down which 2 stones you think Louise cut. It's as simple as that. Okay. So we got Mookite, Aventurine, Blue Lace Agate, and they're in the boxes. But you know what? The quality and the shine and the smoothness on these, I think it was amazing. And we came up with these. Obviously, we're not going to sell them. We're going to keep them as little mementos of our day, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm going to make something out of what I've done. But I said to Helen at the end of the day, I'm so pleased. I can't believe really what I did. But it comes from being taught the process properly from start to finish, isn't it?
Yes, yes. So I'm going to do this. So I'm going to do A, B, C, D. So those, I want somebody just to pop in the chat which 2 stones Louise did. It's as simple as that, okay? A, B, C, or D.
Or just what we said they were.
Or whatever you say they were. Yeah, absolutely, yes. Yes.
That mookite is really cool, isn't it?
Very nice. But they're all really, really good. And to be honest, this is the thing, looking at it, you think, do you know what? They are professional quality. They are like that you would buy. And we were really, really, really impressed with what we did.
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
impressed. So we're happy with that.
And the second one that we did, because we knew what we were doing, we were a little bit faster than the first one.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were, yeah, and I found that because we were using the 2 different types of machinery. You used that Cab King with all the rotating belts. I then used the horizontal lap machine. And then we swapped over, and it was brilliant. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't realise where the day went because you are concentrating on this, and it's just really, really good. So if you want to learn about lapidary, you can go and see Helen Hilton. Go on Helen Hilton Gemcraft on Instagram, and Louise is going to copy this now and put it into the chat. I would definitely suggest you go. If it took us 3.5 hours to get there because it's basically just outside Chester. She has students. I think students came up from Plymouth last week as well, which is sort of a 2-hour trip to Bristol, and then another 3.5 hours.
Make a weekend of it. Make a trip of it. Make a little break of it.
Absolutely,
because it's gorgeous. Tarporley was lovely.
Oh, Tarporley! I fell in love with Tarporley.
Breakfast in
Is it the
Is it
Hollies? The Hollies, yes.
The Hollies.
Garden.
It's like a farm shop, isn't it, on the high street in Tarporley.
Yeah.
And I had the most amazing like breakfast bap.
Can't hear your very well.
Oh.
You still on? Yeah. You are on. Yeah. Tap. I will put up your volume a little bit then.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Can you hear me? Yeah, I had the most amazing breakfast bap. I was just enthusing about that. Still thinking about it. It was so nice from the Hollies.
But it really was good. So yeah, so basically here we go. So I'm going to give you the results of the competition. Which 2 stones did Louise do? So Louise did, do you want to tell them which ones you did?
Yes,
No?
I did B and C.
There we go. So B and C, those are the ones Louise did. Louise did the aventurine and the blue lace agate.
But whatever you do, it's so exciting, isn't it, when you get that final polish on and you just pick it up and go, wow.
It is, because up until the polish, they're a bit grey, they're a bit dull, aren't they?
Well, the colours show, but then they just pop, don't they? And you just, yeah. And Helen gets excited as well, doesn't she?
Because she cuts them as well.
She loves it. You can see she absolutely loves it.
Yes.
She was getting really excited for us because we were getting excited.
But yeah, very, very good. So yeah, so that's what we did, which is brilliant. What else we got to say? Should we say who's coming tomorrow or not? Or should we just...
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow we've got Matt from Freeform Fabrication coming to At The Bench HQ. He is bringing 3 laser welders with him, and we are going to be doing a workshop, not a live workshop, but we're going to be doing a live, no we're not, we're going to be doing a workshop on laser welders, because everyone wants to know about laser welders. Are they good, are they bad, what are they good for, what are they not good for? And we're going to have 3 different models of laser welder here. We're going to have the Dado, or the Dado as they pronounce it. We're going to have the Onyx, and then we're going to have another one. I don't know what the other one's going to be. And Matt is going to be going through the advantages, disadvantages, doing some practical demonstrations with that. Louise has got lots of questions for him. I've got lots of questions for him, and that is a workshop that will be going out, not obviously live, but we shall be pre-recording that, and that'll be going out before Christmas. So that will be tomorrow. Matt from Freeform Fabrication. We get asked all the time about welders, and we don't know too much about welders, do we?
No, well, now we will.
And now we will. So and the best thing about it is he's going to be leaving behind one of the Onyx welders that we will be able to play around with and have a go with as well. So that'll be really, really good, and we'll have some first-hand knowledge then about what's going on. So that'll be tomorrow.
Excellent.
Brilliant. Anything else we need to say, Louise?
Yes. Our little publication, our free booklet.
Oh, yes.
We put that into the world yesterday. So we put together, when we did the getting the most out of your metal, reduce, reuse, the workshop on basically saving metal. I said I would put together a document, a downloadable, I can't get my words out today, a downloadable basically with all the links to various resources that we provided on the workshop, and I've done it, but I put a bit more in there as well, so information about the different bits and pieces and just general things you can do really to reduce waste and be really efficient and use up your scraps.
Was it a very sort of like a synopsis, a bit overview of the workshop, wasn't it?
Pretty much.
And then you put all the links in. Some of the links were to YouTube films, and some links then were to At The Bench films as well.
Yeah, some are completely free and open source on YouTube, and like you say, some are on At The Bench. I think it's rather good.
It is rather good.
So I don't know if is there a way of sharing it and bypassing? It's on Instagram, and it's one of these comment yes.
I don't know how we're going to be able to do it. We should have got that beforehand. But yeah, go on Instagram.
Go on Instagram or Facebook, and
At The Bench,
you can access it from there.
Yes. All you got to do is DM, just comment below, yes. You get sent a link, click on the link, put in your name and email address, and you get it sent to your email address. And it's a downloadable book. I think it's about 12 pages, and yeah, it's really good, isn't it? It's good. It's a really good booklet that can be used on its own, or you can use it in conjunction with the workshop.
It doesn't cover everything, but there are just some really handy links to sand casting, cuttlefish casting, the water casting that we did in the workshop. Yeah.
It's good.
What we do and what we don't do type thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is a really good booklet. So that went out. So if you want to grab it, just go to Instagram, go on our Instagram account, or if you're, would you put it on the community? Would you just put it on At The Bench?
Yes, it's on. Oh, yeah, it's on the community as well. Yeah.
So go onto our Facebook community. The link should be down below this, and click on that, and it should be on the community. Is it on the community or is it on the normal?
You put it on the community.
I did I?
Yeah.
Good. It's on the community. So go there, and we will send it to you, or you can just click on the download link, and you can read it from there. Fantastic, Fan-Debby-Dozy.
Good.
Or Van-Debby-Dozy as we pass in the car. Okay, so that was that. That's all we need to say about that. Great weekend. So yeah, please do follow Helen Hilton Gemcraft on Instagram. Very good. I think it's like 235 for one person or 420 for two people. Thoroughly enjoyed the workshop. Thoroughly worth it. Absolutely brilliant. Can't say anything.
How amazing
bad.
to be able to cut your own cabochons.
Yeah.
It was so exciting, isn't it? Just yeah. I found it really exciting.
And I know you can buy cabochons and so forth, but to be able to do it yourself, and I couldn't believe it when Helen said, "How long did it take me?" I think she was showing off. How long do you think it takes me to
I don't think she was. I think she's just very experienced.
How long do it take me to cut a cab? Oh, I don't know, half an hour. So yeah, so Helen can cut a cab start to finish in half an hour, which I thought was absolutely amazing. Because it took us all day to do too. Very good.
But we're learning.
Very impressed.
And we've
very
got to go
impressed.
away and practice now. You've got to do your homework.
Yes, but no, this is the thing, and it was lovely for both of us to do it as well. Because you said, I want to do this, I want to do a lapidary. And I went, yeah, okay. And I thought, you know what, it'd be interesting for me to learn. And we joked to say
we don't do courses together, do we? Because obviously your skills are I'm never going to catch up with you, am I?
Aren't they?
Yeah, so you worked with Ben Veltson when he came here, and I just kind of stayed out the way because I thought I'm going to just slow you guys down, and it's better for you to basically have that training yourself one-to-one. And so so it was really, really fun. And same with me with my diamond training.
Yeah.
You know, it's not something that particularly interests you to learn in depth. But it was just great to just do something together and take a course together, yeah.
And there was a lot of banter going on between us and Helen as well, about things like being competitive. But, you know, they're perfect, aren't they, these cabs? Yours are really lovely.
Thank you, so are yours.
I love you, thank you. So, yeah, so there was no marks out of 10. It was just a great day and we loved it. Came away with some lovely specimens.
Well, I think we were both winners because we both loved it.
Winners. So if Helen's watching, I don't know whether she is, but thank you very much, Helen. Really do appreciate it.
We'll have to put our little films together and and put a reel out, won't we? We'll do that.
Definitely. Yeah. And then we went to see Claire.
Yes, we saw Claire. We saw yes, that was amazing in her beautiful workshop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Halton Village Silver went a bit further. And we saw that?
Yeah.
Brilliant. It was a lovely weekend. Yes, wish we could do more like that.
Yeah.
Good. Should we have some questions, Louise?
Yes.
Have you been looking for some questions?
I have a question ready.
Great. Let's have our first question.
It's from Penny. Hi, Penny. Hey. Hope you're well. A customer inquired about platinum rings for pale sapphires, but said happy to go for silver when I explained I don't work in platinum. Would you recommend rhodium plating the silver?
You can't directly rhodium plate silver. So usually, you see, this is the problem. Personally, was it for an engagement ring? Is it for an engagement ring?
Platinum, just platinum.
Okay.
Yeah, with pale sapphires.
I think personally, I would steer clear of platinum. So then, yes, work with silver. I would not suggest getting silver rhodium plated. You can send it away to get someone else to rhodium plate it for you. I'm sure they got to coat it with another metal first and then plate that metal with the rhodium. The problem is the rhodium plating is never ever bright. If you compare polished silver and polished, say, rhodium, there's always a slight grey to that rhodium. The silver is the most highly reflectable metal out there, and you're going to get a better wow on a piece of silver than rhodium. That being said, silver will tarnish and will discolour and will scratch, so it will lose that highly polished, amazing shine quite quickly, but the rhodium plated silver won't discolour like the silver one. But you've got a problem, is the fact that the rhodium will wear off, and then to have that usually reapplied, you've got to strip all the rhodium off, usually abrasive by filing it or buffing it with emery mops and everything like that. Then you've got to reapply the rhodium. So it's a lot of work, it's a lot of hassle, and by doing that every year or so, you're going to be wearing the ring away. You don't often get rings that are rhodium plated. It's often things like chains and so forth. So personally, depending upon the design that she's after, if you could get someone to assemble it and have it made in platinum, that's what I would do. But if you physically want to make it yourself, make it in silver and don't have it rhodium plated, but explain to the customer the reasons. Just play this YouTube film back and just explain the reasons why you don't think it's going to be rhodium plated. It just won't look good in the years to come. Thank you. And with silver, you can keep it clean yourself. You can repolish it. You can get just like a nice simple polishing cloth that you can bring back the bit of the shine, whereas you can't do that with rhodium as well. Yes. No.
Okay.
Very good.
Good. Fiona needs to make something in copper and brass. Which is the best solder to use? Thinking silver and a good file and emery paper after to hide the colour difference.
Yeah, definitely I would use silver solder. You know silver solder, you know the properties of silver, you know how it's going to solder, you know how it's going to flow. Just got to make sure that obviously your metals are going to be lovely and clean. Copper will start to oxidize very quickly, so make sure that you do solder straight after cleaning it. Perhaps put it in the acid so it's lovely and clean, or you emery paper it. But make sure your surfaces are lovely and clean. Silver solder, I think, would be the way to go forward there. Definitely Fiona. Yes. Yes, Lou.
Okay. Sandra is making a necklace. I'm making a necklace for my niece with 3 tiny birthstones an inch apart. How can I keep them at a fixed point and not flip as the chain naturally rolls?
Blue lace agate is getting hard to find, isn't it? As we were told.
So, yeah.
We were told.
Oh, Helen's here. Hi.
Hello, Helen. Good. So you're not going to be able to stop it from flipping if you have a single, was it a single chain, an inch apart? Yeah, so inch apart, yeah, setting with your stone on top. Yeah, you are never going to stop them from flipping. Unless, looking down on top, okay, so looking down on top, here's your stone, okay, here's your chain, that will flip. So the idea would be, and perhaps if Louise has got another idea, happy to, you would put on 2 chains.
Oh, I didn't know. That wasn't my idea.
Okay, you put on 2 chains, and that way the stone won't flip over because you've got 2 chains on either side of the bezel or claw setting, and that won't flip over. That definitely will. What did you think?
My suggestion was, instead of it might not work actually, instead of a chain, you have a bar, like a curved bar.
Yes, you could.
I only know because I've done that before. I've made a little kind of like bar with flowers on it, and I curved it, and the curve stopped it from tipping.
Yes.
So if you've got your little stations, and in between the stations you've got the inch with a gentle curve in it, that part stays rigid. But I suppose that's a bit of a different design then, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another way of doing it.
Yeah, it's a rigid bar as opposed to a chain. Yeah, but yeah, double bar, a double chain.
So you'd have, how big are the tiny birthstones? So yeah, I suppose if you've got a bar.
Well, you could set them into the bar.
Yeah. So you could have them an inch apart, flush set in the bar. Yeah. But you'd have to curve it. Be like a smiley sort of curve, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
yeah.
Yeah, or you could have it straight. But it's less likely to flip if it curves, I would think.
So was it a necklace or a bracelet?
A necklace.
Oh, so I've been drawing.
Yeah, because you do it upside down.
Drawing
Yes,
completely wrong then, aren't I? Yes, put it onto a bar or have a double chain. And obviously, if you do have it on a double chain, so I was thinking that I heard bracelet.
The stones are bezel set tiny pendants, so they hang from the chain.
Or
bezel set. Oh, right, okay.
You could put a little jump ring and then have it, but then if you have it on one little jump ring, they're less likely to turn over.
Yeah, they won't twist. They shouldn't twist at all then, should they?
Or you could just have the little jump ring at the top here. So if you have
the bezel set pendants, oh right,
bezel sets, bezel sets.
So they have
a little jumping on the top, so gravity will come down and hold them. Then they're not likely to flip because they can't flip then against the gravity. So yes, put the jump rings towards the top, or just put perhaps one on the top and just pass the chain, the next one up, and then they're not likely to flip over then. Or if you do have them on a double chain, obviously have this chain slightly longer and that slightly shorter. And perhaps go on to, one. Good, cool.
That's going to be lush.
Yes, very good. Excellent.
Will the booklet be on the At the Bench website, please?
It is on the workshop page. If you go to the Reduce, Reuse, Recycle workshop, it's on the right-hand side. It's a downloadable book. We could have put all the links down, but there's so many links that were taking up too much space. But you can download the book, obviously free of charge, from the Reduce, Reuse, Recycle workshop. Yes.
Good. Janet says I can recommend the course too. Yes. Brilliant.
Of course, Janet, yes.
Yeah, cool. Good. Ina says, how do I figure out the exact middle of a very irregular bezel backplate, for example, with sea glass?
The very centre. You can use, I know you can use it on round. I've never really tried it on an off round. So, for instance, if you have a circle, if you get a corner of a piece of paper, okay, so if you've got a piece of paper like this here, this is obviously 90 degrees. If you put the point of that paper on the outside edge and where the paper intersects the outside of the bezel, put that there, draw a line then between those points, put your point elsewhere on the outside and where the paper cuts through the outside of the bezel, you've got those, you can put a line through there. And in theory, if this was round, that would be the very, very centre. If it's, let me just try, if it's oval and you want to find the very, very centre of that,
it's very irregular.
Okay, so let's just try out of curiosity. So join that with that doesn't look very good by there, does it? Let's put that to that there. That doesn't look very good there either.
David's got a good suggestion.
Go on, David.
Glue the stone to a piece of card of the same shape, but bigger, which can be suspended from different points until you get a good looking drop.
Yeah, could be. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
I suppose the more of these that you do, the more you're going to find the centre within that area, aren't you?
I suppose if it's very irregular, do you need to find the dead centre?
So
because it's always going to be irregular, isn't it? It's still, I don't know.
Don't know.
Yeah. Oh, ouch.
Don't know. But it works with a circle. Never really tried it with an oblong or anything like that. So no, have a go.
Oh, there we are then.
I don't know.
Didn't know.
I'm close. It's here somewhere.
It's here somewhere. Yeah. Well done.
Thank you.
Good. Good. Helena said, what about Argentium for the ring? This is Penny's ring.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with the new Argentium 950 now, there's less slumping.
Well, apparently there's none, but we've got some we're going to try, so that's...
yes, we had some direct from Argentium, so we've got to play around with that. But yeah, Argentium would be a great idea. You are obviously
working in Argentium.
You are limited, I think, it's in some respects to what you can do, but give it a go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll do some testing. We'll have to do it in the next week or two, won't we? Because we've had it there a while. I've got it safe. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Because it's a bit expensive at the moment to just have a go, isn't it? I mean, it's great to have a go, but the price of silver's
Yes.
probably expensive to just have a go. So we'll have a go on your behalf anyway, and we'll let you all know how it goes.
Okay.
So we'll try and do that in the next week or so.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think we're going. This week is
This
crazy.
week is out.
This week
It's
is
gonna be
completely
next week,
crazy.
yeah.
So it's probably going to be next week. But yeah, we will do it. I promise.
Good.
Okay, Joe says, what would be the lowest number on the Mohs scale that you would go for a gemstone in a silver ring, i.e. everyday use? Obviously, the higher the better. But if it's for everyday use, I probably won't go lower than a 7. And even a 7 is...
It's pushing it.
Yeah, because what you've got to remember about the Mohs scale is it's not linear. So the jump between 9 and 10 is the biggest,
Yes.
isn't it? So you've got sapphire and ruby, and I think spinel is a 9.
Yes.
So it's not incremental. So it goes da 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 da, and then it goes whoop like that. So
Yeah,
diamond
I don't know
is.
about the lower. And
I
then
can't remember how
there's
many
that.
times
So that's like
harder
9,
it is.
10.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's what I.
5,
They're perfect. Yeah.
And then 9. The difference between 2 and 3 is not the same as between 9 and 10.
Yeah,
That's what we
Susan
say.
says 5. I mean, it all depends on the person's lifestyle as well. This is what we say a lot of. So, like, if it was me, I'd annihilate a 5 in a week.
Yes.
So, like we've started doing ashes in resin.
Yes.
And I do say you have to treat that like pearl and opal, I would say,
Yes.
because it doesn't like chemicals, it doesn't like hand sanitizer. So,
You gotta take care
yeah,
of
you have
it.
to be really, really careful. So something, yeah, turquoise is tough. But hardness and toughness are different as well. So we have to think about Mohs, and we have to think about durability. So there's scratching, and then there's resistance to fracture.
Yeah.
So there's kind of like two things that we need to think about. But yeah, it does depend on their lifestyle, I would say. I would probably not go lower than it.
7.
Yeah. But then people do wear moonstones and
Yeah.
yeah.
But don't be surprised if they come back to you saying it's scratched.
Yeah, if it's
That's
something
the
for
thing.
every day, the harder the better, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You said
we've been asked for like opals for engagement rings, and I try and say, unless you're super
can.
careful, obviously don't wear it doing the gardening and the dishes and things like that. Yeah, if scratch, take it to a lapidary. Yeah, I mean sometimes it's more cost effective to just replace. I mean, if it's a cabin, you can just buff it out there. And this is another brilliant reason for taking a lapidary course, because,
course.
yeah, if somebody came in now with a scratched up stone, I think I'd feel quite confident now in repolishing it, actually.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, not a faceted one, obviously, but a cab.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's something
Good.
I could do. Agate, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, there's not really a definitive answer, sorry.
It's not. Depends upon their lifestyle, as you say.
Yeah.
The lifestyle, what they do, whether they do the gardening in it, whether they do rock climbing or
Yeah,
whatever.
my friend Rach, who works here on a Saturday, she annihilates her jewellery, doesn't she? There was a couple of things.
But what does she do to do it?
I don't know. I really don't know what she does, but yeah, we all seem to be having something of Rach's in for repair. She caught her diamond ring in the car door. We had a vintage ring in, didn't we? And it was in, what am I thinking? Invisible set. And she was like, that's beautiful. How much for this? And I was like, having a...
No, we didn't say that
I
to
said,
her.
you can't have it. You cannot have it. It's sensible for you, because once this is invisible set, no.
Once the stuff comes out, she's had it. She'll be coming back the next week. I caught it in the Tesco's trolley or something like that. And,
I mean, you can say that to your best friends, can't you? But yeah, it's really
be
difficult.
diplomatic.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm digressing now. It's difficult, isn't it? Mike says, how do you mount a heart-shaped cabochon into a bezel cup?
Do you mean how to make a bezel cup, or how to just simply mount it in a bezel cup? If you want to look at making a bezel cup, depends on whether the point of the heart is going to be nice and sharp. This is nice and sharp down here. You make the bezel in two halves. You make the bezel in that half, then you make another bezel in that half, and then you can make the bezel to fit exactly around the stone. you can cut it and everything else. Or if this bottom of the stone here was quite rounded, like that, you could make it in one point. And I would always start here and bend it round, and then you can bend it around here and up and finish on here. And if you use something like fine silver and it's a nice thin bezel, you should be able to bend it, and where you bend it, it should stay. So that's how I would do it. I wouldn't start down here, because usually this point up here is usually quite sharp, and to try and get a really nice sharp corner and then bend it down is a little bit more difficult than starting here and bending it on this curve down here.
Because you'd think the easiest way would be to, start at the bottom, tuck that right into the cleft and solder it at the bottom, but no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Start at the bottom. And then if you want to suspend it, you've got this nice little area here. You can put on perhaps half a jump ring, or you can put on sort of like 3/4 of a jump ring on the top of there as well, that you can suspend the pendant from. That's the way I would do it. Definitely do it. Yes.
Nice.
Good. Yes, Lou.
Good. Okay. Fab. David says, my daughter turned her engagement ring into a triangle by catching it on a door. Yeah, a lot of people
get them all in, don't
door
we?
accidents, don't they?
Yes.
Good. Oh, it's to make a cup. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, make a bezel just like that. As long as you get you can make them in 2 halves if it's a nice sharp point.
And then always start at the corner or corners.
Always start
when
at
you're
the
setting.
corner when you're setting. Yes.
Would you start at the cleft and then the corner? You're not like you do with your marquise, you would go this corner and then that corner and work your way, and would you do the same with this?
I think I would bend this.
So when you come to ease the bezel over the stone.
And I would bend this first.
And then work your way into the...
Yeah. And then work your way this way, work your way that way, and then start here, and you work your way that way, and work your way that way, and then come back to here and do that, and do that.
Yeah, because if you go from the top down, you're going to have just a baggy old point, aren't you?
Yes. So yeah, even if you started here and you set all the way that way, because the metal stretches, you're going to get a little bit of a stretch, or if you come down here, you're going to get a bit of a gap, and then if you start here and come down, you're going to get quite a big sort of like a pocket down here.
Helen has just said our new advanced lapidary course is going to include cutting hearts.
Book us
We're
in.
going live soon. Yes, we'll be there. Absolutely. Get that dual tool out of there and down the schedule so I can practice. Come on, Ant. Fabulous.
Yes.
Oh, so
that.
exciting. Yeah. Cool. Okay, good.
Brilliant. I love that.
Yeah.
Very good. When's that going to go live, Helen?
Soon.
Soon.
Soon, it says soon, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Using our old
Fabulous.
YouTube account. Okay.
Good.
Very good. Yeah. So lapidary. Go to see Helen. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And the dogs and the animals were lovely as well.
Yeah.
You wanted to come away with Brock, didn't you?
I proper love Brock. I was telling Jazz about Brock. He's just a lovely doggy.
He just
so
put his
calm.
wrong one. Hang on. There we
So
go.
calm.
He put his paw on your knee like that.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
just...
lovely.
Oh, and dogs don't usually like me. It's just so lovely.
They were lovely.
Okay, Barbara says, how would I add a spinner to a spinner ring that's already formed? The spinner broke.
You can do it without having to remove the curvature. You can do that quite easily.
We had one not so long ago, didn't we? That was
Broken.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was like in a channel, so it was a little bit of a not a tricky one. It was surprisingly manageable, actually. Yeah.
You can do it quite easily. I would make sure that you get the spinner so it comes around, and where it joins, make sure it still wobbles slightly. Then what you can do is coat the spinner where you're going to solder in some powdered rouge.
Oh, there's another spinner there.
Great, that's fine.
I'm afraid of soldering them to each other.
Yeah. So it depends upon the width. If you're looking down on top, you've got your say you've got your band that looks like that, doesn't it? Because you're looking down on top, and say you've got one spinner here. If then you want to put another spinner, say it's a beaded spinner, beaded wire spinner, this way, you then can coat this area of the ring underneath with some rouge powdered rouge, mix it with a little bit of water, a little bit of washing up liquid. You could use yellow ochre, you could use pencil graphite, you can use lots of things, correction fluid for instance, and when you come to solder, you can solder, and if you wanted to, you could even lift up and make sure that this ring here is being lifted up by putting something underneath, perhaps a couple of pieces of wire, just to make sure that this spinner is not in contact. You could put like a bit of wire here, so the spinner is like that above, and you want to solder here. So this is your ring here. These are bits of wire to lift this piece of spinner ring that you're going to solder. You've got your rouge down here. If you come along with your torch in this direction, put the heat over here first and then bring it back, you should be able to solder this without melting this one. So yeah, you should be done. It's a lot of patience, a lot of setting up, preparing it all, making sure that when the joint comes together, it does actually touch. You've got a bit of space underneath, and you should be able to solder it without a problem. Yes, Lou.
I'm pretty sure we unflared something, and I think we did it on the upright ring stretcher reducer part.
We did.
So we unflared it, but you could probably do that in a doming.
You can do, yeah.
A doming punch. So where it flares out, just put it in one that it just fits into and give it a little gentle tap to deflare it. You've got to be like super annealed, otherwise it could split. And then just pop the spinners off.
Yeah.
Actually, you wouldn't need to. You just need to put the one on, wouldn't you? Yeah. And reflare, because you don't have to deflare one edge. One edge.
Yeah.
So that might work. It would have to be really well annealed, though.
Yeah. So yes. So the spinner ring would have to fit into one of the domes, and then as you apply pressure on the top, you can put a piece of wood on top or a steel block.
Well, you could put the doming punch. You could put a doming. No, you're going to just extra flare the other side, aren't you? Yes.
It's got to be completely across. Push it in, because it's being formed into the doming punch. The sides will just take that dome.
Is that what we did last time, or did
we put it into a compression, didn't we?
Yes, and I think that deflared it quite well.
And by pushing that in, it'll take the flare off. You can
just obviously don't push it too far, or you're going to
distort the whole thing.
Yeah, you're going to go really wrong.
Yeah, you can distort and squeeze those in.
Just enough to wriggle off your. It might work.
Yeah, it would work.
Just gently, bit by bit, keep annealing.
Yes.
To keep it nice and supple.
Yes.
Yeah, that might be
that'll be good.
Another way of doing it.
Yeah.
Good.
Very good. Just gonna make any more questions?
Silly question. No, there's no silly questions, and I should know. But using bearer wire, should I use the wider measurement or the finer measurement to work out? Sorry, I'm not reading this properly at all. To work out the length with pi for a cabochon. Bearer wire. Should I use the wider measurement or the finer measurement to work out the length with pi?
You mean you've got a cab and you want to know how much metal to go around it? Yeah? Yeah, is that what you say?
Using bearer wire.
Yeah.
What's bearer wire?
Bezel wire.
Okay. Should I use the wider measurement or finer measurement?
Oh, okay, so you've got this.
Okay. Bearing wire, okay. What's bearing?
Yeah.
What? I don't know what bearing.
Bearer wire.
That hasn't made me know, just pointing at it.
That is bearer wire.
So is it a bezel? Oh, so it's got like a seat in it?
Yes.
Right. Okay, cool. I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
Cool.
So do you use that distance or that distance? I would use that distance as the stone is going to be sitting on the ledge there.
Oh, okay.
Because your stone is going to sit on that ledge there. And to know the length of metal, you measure that, which would be x. You measure that, which would be y. So you add x plus y equals, if that's 8 by 10, so you've got 8 plus 10 equals 18, and then you divide whatever your answer here, 18, divide that by 2 equals 9. So 9 is the equivalent of a round stone. So you times that by 3.142, which is pi. But don't forget, if you're measuring here, what you want to do is include that width of metal here into that. So if this is 0.3, so that's 9.3 times by 3.142. So basically you're looking at whatever that is, 3 9's 27. So yeah, that could be roughly, say, about 28 mil.
And have we got any of this bearing wire?
I don't usually buy it.
Why?
Because it's awkward. Because you try and put that round, even though this edge will be against, say, the mandrel, this edge will not be vertical. It'll be coming in like this. It's a very difficult material to get right, because when you bend that round, because this is against the mandrel and this is free, you can't really tap it hard, because if that's on a mandrel and you tap this, you're going to dent that.
Okay.
It's really, really awkward to use. So I personally don't use it. I use straight bezel wire, which is a lot easier than doing that.
Good.
Yes.
David says there is a video on At the Bench that shows how to deflate a spinner.
Oh, there, well done. Thank you. Even forget what
How did you do it on the video? Because I don't think you can remember.
It's either the doming block or the ring shrinker.
It's really handy to know, because I see that on groups a lot as well, where somebody has said that the spinner's
I've just made a note of it
and
now
how to.
for my next book, my third book.
What's the third book?
Don't know yet. I'm just making notes for the third book.
Yeah, it's a handy, if you make spinner rings, it's a really handy thing to know how to do, isn't it?
Absolutely, very important. Yes.
Good. And for resizing as well, because obviously you've got to.
Yeah, I think we did that as well, didn't we? We made a spinner ring that was actually too big.
We did a workshop on resizing. Was it resizing spinner rings specifically, or was it?
Or making spinner rings and then resizing spinner rings.
Did.
We did a whole
There's
workshop
so much
on spinner rings.
Yeah, there's so much on there now.
But we actually did that technique.
Oh, a piece of wood and a doming block, yeah.
We did that. So actually, I think we made a spinner ring that was about half a size or a size too big. We made it the right size. The customer went away, came back like a month or so later, and it was a little bit too big. So instead of having to remake it, we actually shrunk it in our wedding ring reducer, but it's the same thing as.
There was one I made, and I made it to the right size, and they can be tricky, can't they? Because I tend to go, I've got a little formula and it's above my bench, and I go, I think it's 2 sizes. Don't make it 2 sizes bigger now, because I might be wrong, but it's, let's say for argument's sake, it's 2 sizes smaller, by the time I flay.
Yes.
I've got a little thing that I generally stick to.
Yes.
And then the number of sizes bigger that I make the spinners so that they spin nicely. And I've got that down to a little thing now, so I know what that is. But I'd done it, and it took me ages, and it was hallmarked, and she picked it up. Did you hydraulic press it?
Yes.
You did something to one of my rings, because I was like, oh, God, how am I going to do this now? I've got to resize it. It's going to be easier to remake it. He comes back 5 minutes later, and it was perfect.
I just experimented. You were quite right. I just simply squashed it in a hydraulic press, just simply because you say the band was like that. I put on the hydraulic press, and I just simply pushed. And what I think I was hoping for, and it did work, was as you push downwards, the flare pushes in. That may push it out a little bit, but the flare also pushes in a little bit that way as well, as you compress it.
So you're flaring it more.
You flare it a little bit, because
you know what question's coming next.
The spinners then don't get caught, because you're actually making these a bit smaller.
Okay, clever, yeah.
And it did work.
It did work.
Yeah.
It was. I couldn't believe it, because I was getting ready to remake it, thinking it's just going to be easier than trying to faff.
So we squashed it.
Yeah,
and
it was
worked.
brilliant, really clever.
Yeah,
so that's another. If you've got a hydraulic press, I don't know how you do it without.
A steel block and a hammer, perhaps. And just tap it smaller.
Yeah.
Brilliant idea. Well done.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you. Well done.
Don't
well
milk
done.
it.
Saved you a job,
Don't
didn't
milk
it?
it. I said it was good. Good. Susan says, "Is butt keep paste solder at bay, or how I keep my balls round?"
I always make the spinner ring one size down and it always turns out the correct size. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, it does depend on the width of the band, doesn't
Yeah.
it? So if you've got a wider band, yeah,
Absolutely.
sometimes it takes a little bit of experimenting. I can't remember what I do now. I think it's 2, but I make really wide spinner rings. Might be wrong.
They work out right, don't they?
And
every
I'm
time?
sure my spinners I do something like 6 or 7 sizes bigger again. I shouldn't say that because I can't actually
I don't
remember.
think
So
6 or 7. I don't find you a bit of paper.
I'll find, it's written above my bench because, yeah, we talk about it in the workshop anyway, the spinner ring workshop. I'm sure we talk about getting the sizings right because
Yeah.
if you go with the actual size that the ring is going to be, it's going to be wrong.
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
Good. Anything else we need to say? Anything else?
No other questions coming in at the
Good.
moment.
Okay, Brill. So yeah, there's the overhead picture. Here's our cabs again, taking them out. You can see the gorgeous shine we got on them. So no, it's a testament to Helen and her skill and teaching. She did a very, very good job and we were well chuffed.
What shall I make out of my blue lace agate? What do you think, guys?
Headdress, tiara.
Okay. Oh, I got a question. Norbert is saying, how do you finish jewellery back from the casters before putting in round gemstones? Do you polish first?
Yes. Now, it depends on how they come back from the casting company. If you've sent up an STL file, if ever you make up an STL file or get someone to make up an STL file on some software for you, make sure when they export the STL file, it is at very high definition. That way you're going to get less build-up lines upon the actual resin or the wax that they make. If you just do it at default, you're going to get lines, and those lines then are really awkward to get out. So we always export at a very, very high definition, so our lines are very minimal. But when you get something back from the casters, again, depending on how they've cast it, you may have a mold line. If you've got a rubber mold and they inject it with wax, invariably there's always going to be a line where those two halves of the rubbers go together. But what I would do is, and again, depending upon how good your casting company is and the model that you gave them or the STL file that you gave them, I would simply go over with perhaps 600 grit emery paper, inside of the ring shanks, for instance, inside curved surfaces. I would use a sanding drums. We got loads of sanding drums, hundreds and thousands of sanding drums here. They go all the way from 180 to 2000 grit. I would work through some of those. You can use some Eve bullet points or cylinders. Again, they come in coarse, very coarse, medium fine and very fine. Something like that would be great. White nylon brushes goes without saying, definitely do that. You need to get your piece of jewellery finished to the highest possible finish before you set any stones into it, because once you put the stone into place, you're getting very limited to the amount of sort of space that you can get to without damaging the stone. So definitely polish it all as best you can before the stones go into place.
Good. Ina says, which speed should I use on my Dremel for the white nylon brushes?
You'll notice that when you apply pressure, the speed slows down. So I would always go to not the first little notch, I would definitely go to the second or third notch. Get your white nylon brushes, put them in your Tripoli, spend perhaps 3-4 seconds putting a reasonable amount of pressure on that white nylon brush, and what you're listening for is that speed to drop. And with the Dremel, because it doesn't have the torque that a pendant motor does, you will notice the speed will drop. But when the speed drops, it still needs to be still revolving quite fast. That's why I would go at a higher speed, knowing that when you apply pressure, the speed will come down. 2, 3, 4 seconds off into your Tripoli, back on, 2, 3, 4 seconds, back off, onto your Tripoli. So you're always constantly charging up with your Tripoli. What a lot of people will do, will put it on their Tripoli, use it on their Tripoli, and then they will spend perhaps a minute or 2 minutes on the same amount of compound they've applied to their brush. But to get a good cutting action, you've got to keep charging up your mop or your white nylon brush with Triple E all the time to keep that cutting action there. Definitely, yes.
Good.
Fan-dabby-dozy. Good.
Okay.
Shall we leave it there for today?
No, because it's only 5 to. We got you for another 5 minutes.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Can't be knocking off early.
No, okay. Because when I say that, everyone goes, "Oh, I got a question," and then all the questions come then. So give us some questions. But yes.
A pendant or bracelet? Yeah, I didn't think about a bracelet. Pendant, a statement ring. Barbara says perhaps add twisted or braided wire. That'd be nice.
I'm not going to do anything with mine.
You're not?
I am actually going to keep mine because I'm very pleased and very chuffed on how they've turned out. So
Wow.
I'm going to keep mine as they are, so I can admire them and look at them and go, do you know what? That's really, really nice.
Perhaps you should get like do you know you can get these typeface boxes.
Yeah.
Like and we can
Printer's
and then you
block
can
box.
start cabbing, and then when you're proud of, you can put it in a little case on your display.
Yes.
In the study.
I could do, couldn't
It
I?
could
That'd be
be
nice, couldn't
cabs that I like.
it? Cabs.
Do you like that?
I like that. Cabs
And then
from
when
around
people
the
come
world.
to the house, they'll go, "Oh, these are nice," and you can go, "Yeah, cut them all."
And I can make some impressive pieces, just like John did as well.
Well, I think you've got a long way to go before.
Well, obviously, I'm not going to have my box filled by next week, am I? Let's face it. No. In like 50 years' time, I will. Well, perhaps not 50 because I won't be in 50 time, but perhaps in like 20 years' time, I'll be able to go. Here's some pieces I'm really proud of. Yes.
Yeah, we'll keep going. It's nice. It's lovely. It's so relaxing. Did you get my earrings pictured? Ooh, no. When did you send it, Susan? Nothing had come through as of
No.
4 o'clock.
Helena.
I'll check. Have you got your Christmas window design sorted? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I am so excited.
But we're not going to say anything
Can
yet.
we? Oh, we can. We can tell the guys. We can tell the
no,
guys.
no.
We can. I put it on the group anyway. I put it on the community.
Okay.
Yeah. So last year, I don't know. I lost a bit of motivation with the window because of when your dad was poorly, and he was in hospital year before last. It was this year before last. He was really unwell. It was before this time, wasn't it? It was probably kind of like the autumn.
Yeah,
He was in hospital.
it was
He was
October.
really, really down in the dumps. He couldn't really see. He couldn't really hear, and so I tasked him with designing the window. Just to
€100
give him
man to
something
design a window.
100.
Well,
Yeah, he was 100 then.
there.
Yeah, I gave him the task. Just to give him something to think about and plan. So anyway, yeah, I'll do that for you, Louise. Came back the next day and he had this. It's like a radio, isn't it? He used to listen to his music.
Yes.
And he loved ABBA. And it was I Have a Dream, I Believe in Angels. He'd be listening to that song. And he came up with this idea of having, what was it he wanted? Basically, I Believe in Angels themed. So like the window was based around that.
I crossed the stream.
And he said, and we need to have a stream and this, and then you can get some pipe, he said, and you can have water pumping through the window then. So that can be the stream. And I was like, oh my God. But so this he had this amazing idea.
Yeah.
I didn't quite
motivated,
I didn't quite make the stream.
Don't know why.
All right. But it was the best window that I think we've ever done.
You've done it very
It
good.
was,
It's very
and he
good.
designed it, and he was so pleased.
Yeah.
And I think it was end of November,
Yes.
and we had an
We did
angel in
this.
the window, didn't we, and
Yeah.
feathers, and then it was beginning of December that he passed away.
Yes.
And we couldn't really look at the window, could we? And it was
he was
just
very
there was just
pleased.
this angel in the window, and it was just really, really poignant. So I couldn't even dismantle it. Somebody else did that for me. And then last year was a little bit like, we just
down,
couldn't
wasn't
couldn't really face it. So this year we have come back with a vengeance now for the window.
Because this time last year we went up to Hay on Wye. We always go to like Hay on Wye. There's this particular area I always jump and get the mistletoe. But there's a garden centre called the Railway Garden Centre.
Yes.
And we went in there last year and we saw some amazing things. We thought next year that is what we're going to do for our window. That's the thing.
We had a great window last year, but it was just, I don't know, I felt like
we love movement, because a few years
My
ago
heart
we
wasn't really
put
in
a
it, but-
train in the window. We had a train going around. We
Yeah.
had a computer monitor, and we had a computer hooked up to that, playing a fire. We built a fireplace. A movement in the window is really good because it gets people's attention. They're walking past, oh, something's moving, we'll go and have a look. So that's what the idea was. So this year,
I've got a ski lift. I've got a ski lift. I am so excited. I've got a ski lift. I've got snowy blankets, and I've got a ski lift, which basically it's
The
got
cable cars go
cable
back and
cars
forth.
that go
up and down.
a mountain.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm so
And
excited
you've got
about
Father
it.
Christmas in a balloon.
I've got Father Christmas in a hot air balloon. He's going to be going around and around and around. And I've got like a snowy forest then.
With about 30, 40 trees. No room for
So,
jewellery in the window.
I don't know how I'm going to put jewellery in the window. So yeah, it's a ski lift.
It's
And then I thought,
it's like the little house is down here, and then there's like a mountain with another house. It's about this far apart, these two, and then the wire goes down between, and the car comes down, the car comes up, and they go like this. They overlap, and they go back and forth like that, don't they? It's absolutely brilliant.
it's so
It is absolutely
Christmassy.
brilliant,
and
yes.
it plays Christmas
Irritable
tunes,
tunes.
which I've managed to turn off now, because when we first got it, and I thought I'll check it, and I was like, oh no,
This music's going to
it's
drive
really
us
annoying,
insane.
and Andrew's going to chuck it out the window. And then yeah, but I did the deck. Oh yes, the jewellery can decorate the trees. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's going to
gonna be
look. I hope it's going to look like it. I hope it's going to look as good in real life as it does in my mind's eye. Yeah.
And even the cable cars, because the little houses with the mechanisms for the cables going up and down, they're lit up, aren't they, with all the little lights? But then also the cable cars as well, they're lit up. So there's lights going back and forth. It's going to be really good. It's going to be fab. And we've got to do that next week.
Yes. Yeah, it's early, but our village fete, our village Christmas, our village winter fair, we should say, not just inclusive, but our village winter fair is a week Saturday. So it has to be done by then.
Yes. Oh, yeah, we'll definitely put pictures out there. Definitely. We love putting pictures out there, progress shots. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then we'll have, what did we have last year? We had Baileys and sherry, didn't we?
Yes.
But it's going to have to be Aperol Spritz this year in the shop, isn't it? Or schnapps.
Schnapps.
We'll have
We're
schnapps.
absolutely legless. Totally legless.
Yeah, we're going to have fun. It's going to be good.
David, those are the models that you see. Yeah. Absolutely. During the tram car, there's no room, unfortunately, for that. But yeah, we all put jewellery. Have a little bit of jewellery. We don't want to spoil the display too much with jewellery, do we?
Yeah, people just want to see. I think anything that moves gets people's attention.
Yeah.
So, and we're having a Greg's as well. This is like big news for Estramannoch here because,
time for Christmas.
yeah, we're having a Greg's, and this, it's the most exciting thing that's happened in a long time. And it's going to be pretty much opposite the shop. So we have to kind of like get attention now because there's going to be people.
Yes. People coming around. New people coming around as well.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Jägermeister. Yes.
Oh, yes. I like that. Yeah. Oh, can you get, are there any other like ski drinks then, you guys? Because I've never been skiing.
No, me. No.
So, yeah, it'd be good to know. Let me know.
Yes, Pauline. Yeah, we'll be putting the pictures.
Absolutely.
There'll be pictures everywhere. We put them on Facebook and social media. So yeah, we'll be doing that. And if you remember the NAJ, they usually repost as well, which is really good.
they're fab like that, aren't they? Yeah. Awesome.
So that's what you'll be seeing over the next week. Absolutely.
Good. Yeah, we'll show you.
Good. Right, we're going to go. We're going to carry on.
Glühwein. What's that? Is that like...
Oh, gosh, I haven't heard of that.
Is that like...
Don't know. Aperol? Schnapps? Jägermeister?
Andrew, stop saying things.
Baileys? Sherry? Brandy?
Mulled wine.
Mulled wine.
Ski much in the UK? No. We've got dry ski slopes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It did have one.
I've never been on them though.
I did have one up in Merthyr, but they're closed.
I can just see all the children's faces. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like mulled wine. Oh yes, yes. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Just going to have like a pot bubbling away in the back, aren't we? The smell. That'll be nice.
Lush. Mulled wine.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
Good.
That's all right, Penny. No worries at all. So, yes, so keep an eye out on social media this week. We're going to be putting together a little reel to do with our cabs over the next week or so.
Do have a look as well at Helen's website. I'm going to just put the I'm just going to put the link in the chat again.
Absolutely. So yeah, please go and check out Helen's website, helenhiltongemcraft.co.uk. You can also follow Helen on Instagram as well. Please do. Some really, really nice pieces on there.
Helen makes jewellery as well as being a lipidary expert and teacher, so she understands everything else that we do as well. Yeah.
Brilliant. So go and check Helen out. If you're thinking of going to do a course, please do. Really do think it's an amazing value, and she's an excellent teacher. So thank you very much, Helen, for that. Yes, so tomorrow we've got Matt from Freeform Fabrication coming. We're going to be looking at lasers. That's going to be a recorded workshop for you guys. Fingers crossed that'll be out before Christmas.
And after Wednesday, we should have some more news as well.
And after Wednesday, we should be having more news. We're celebrating with a bottle of bubbly tonight. We can't say what it is, but from Wednesday onwards, we'll be notifying you something very special that is really, really important for us going forward. It'll be absolutely amazing. So more on that from Wednesday onwards.
Yes.
Cool. That's about it.
I think so.
Yes.
Fossil hunting on the weekend, but more on that next week.
Going down to Lyme Regis on the weekends.
Yeah.
Going down to Victorian Dump to see if we can find some fossils. We're going down there.
Yeah, look for
Friday,
some,
Saturday.
I don't know, whatever we can womble, I guess.
Yeah, and who knows what we're going to come back with. We actually have the ability now and the knowledge to be able to do something with our pebbles. Pebbles dependent.
Oh, yes.
Excellent.
Yeah,
all
wonderful.
Right.
Okay,
everyone,
good.
we're going to let you leave us. So thank you all for joining us today. Don't forget, check out Helen. Absolutely brilliant. I'm not getting paid to say this because we are very, very proud of what we've done.
Yeah,
and it's
people that we work with
brilliant
because we love what they do and we think they're brilliant.
Yeah.
So
and
this is why we don't get paid. We don't do any paid partnership because
we only promote what
we are our own
love.
people. Yeah. So we that's basically that's why you can trust us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I can't remember what I was going to say. But
Sorry,
anyway,
I completely
it's fine. It's fine. So everyone, keep an eye on social media. Over the next few days, you'll be seeing a reel with all the stones. You'll be seeing something happening on Wednesday that blew us away, and which will be very good going forward for next year. Actually,
Don't say any more now.
Everyone,
because you're a blabbermouth.
Enjoy the rest of your week. We will see you all very shortly. But just follow us. Go and download your workshop efficiency booklet. Go to Instagram on our Instagram page. Click yes or comment yes, or go on to the At The Bench community. We've got over 10,000 members on there now. Fantastic. Brilliant. Okay, Louise, should we go?
Yeah, let's go.
Everyone, say goodbye.
Bye.
Everyone take care. We'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.